When it comes to video games, there are three that always come to mind that have shaped me as a person. The first game was Pokemon Red, because it was Pokemon. It was like the biggest thing ever. The other one that comes later is The Sims, the original Sims game that came out in 2000. And the third game is this one, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Hello everybody, Midna Moonlight here, and yep, it's time to play some Ocarina of Time. This was the very first Zelda game I ever played, and when it came out, oh my, the critical reception was just out of this world. It pretty much, many players, critics called this game the perfect game, the greatest game ever created. And it still kind of has that reputation even to this day. And this is the game that officially got me into the Zelda franchise. And, well, I can't say it's my favorite Zelda game. I definitely appreciate it. And I still go back and play it every once in a while. So, why not again right now? Alright, so enough of that intro, let's jump on in. I already went ahead and created my file right here, Midna. Let's jump right in. We got this kind of long intro right here. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. And there's Link sleeping. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Aw, you have to rub it in. Aw, poor Link. Or actually, he's Midna in this game, because I named him Midna. OMG. Yeah, this was, as you can see, this is originally on the N64, so this is 1998. Pretty good graphics at the time. Has aged a little bit, but I think it still looks pretty decent. What? That is probably my favorite expression of ever. That is honestly the only time Link shows any expression in this game, sadly. But whatever. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces are even now mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deteriorating outsiders and maintaining the order of this world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems that the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend, and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly, the fate of the forest. No, nay, the world depends on thee. So now we're a fairy. Whee! Yeah, this was definitely in here to show the new graphics. Which again, looked really great at the time. And I should point out, I am playing this on my original N64 with my original cartridge that I got way back in 1998. I was gonna play it on the Nintendo Switch online service, but at the time I'm recording this, it's pretty much garbage, and the price is really not worth it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go back old school. Let's just play it on the original game, and I have my original controller too. Which is how I like to play this game, honestly. Hello, Midna! Wake up! The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Midna, get up! Hey! Come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Okay, fine. There are so many Zelda games that start with Link waking up. It's kind of tradition at this point.
You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy.
The great Deku Tree has asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Alright, sounds good. And, we get our controller's line. Oh. Yeah, this kind of looks bad right here, the overhead of his home, but once we step outside... Hey!
Yahoo! Hi, Midna.
Okay, looks like a friend of ours. Let's see what she has to say.
Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Midna. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you.
Now you're a true Kokiri, Midna.
Is that right? The great Deku Tree has summoned you?
It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku Tree.
I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku Tree.
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, basic controls, analog stick to move, circle to roll. And there's actually kind of a tutorial, like, over there. You gotta read signs. That's there if you want it. I'm probably gonna ignore it, because I already know how to play this game. But yeah, let's go see the Deku Tree. Let's go see the Deku Tree. Let's go see the Deku... Dude, seriously? Hey, you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. We're kids, so I don't know what you're talking about. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're gonna go help the great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh. Okay, fine. Ass. Okay, so yeah, we have our first little quest here. We gotta go get sword and a shield. Oh, I did not mean to read that sign. I wanted to roll. Yeah, the A button is the same button to roll as to read the signs. Actually, this game is the one that introduced context-sensitive buttons, which is pretty much going to be a staple in the rest of the series. So this is this is the very first 3D Zelda game, and that's one of the reasons why this game was so praised. So if you were back in the 90s, like, 3D games were becoming more popular and 2D games were kind of phasing out. So, oh, here's our first rupee, worth 5 rupees. And we're gonna get the sword first. It's pretty easy to get, it's over here. Oh yeah, just watch out for the ball. Right here's the Kokiri Shield. Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of franchises at the time were kind of forced to transition into 3D. And some of them did okay, like Mario 64, this game, but a lot of franchises really sunk. Castlevania is one of them. Of course, Castlevania still has some good stuff, but in terms of 3D games, not really. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and equip our sword. Just go to the menu right here, equip it. There you go. And now we have our sword. Yay! Oh, oh, I deserve that. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why this game is praised so well, because like it pretty much took the formula of A Link to the Past and oh yeah, I gotta press A. There you go. It pretty much took A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening and the 2 previous Zelda games and transition it pretty much perfectly to the 3D environment. And like I said, a lot of franchises failed when it came to transitioning. And of course, to this day, Zelda's a pretty popular franchise. This is actually my 3rd Zelda game that I'm doing for the channel. First one I did was A Link to the Past, and I also did Skyward Sword HD when that came out. So yeah, definitely check those out if you're new to the channel. So yeah, now what we need to do, we need to collect 40 rupees. That's the amount of rupees it costs to get us a shield, so we're just gonna go into random people's houses and steal stuff. Because it's Zelda. Oh. Oh. Controls are slightly awkward now, especially compared to later games, but again, it's on the N64, it's kind of expected. And the reason why I like playing on the N64 controller is for the C buttons, which of course are going to be important later when we get some more items. But okay, we got 27, so you can get a couple rupees here. Frost. Oh yeah. Gotta go up here. That's actually Soria's house. I think there's just a bunch of hearts in there. Again, chop down the wood. And I guess I should explain the sword swing. If you just swing the sword without pressing anything, you do a horizontal slash. If you hold down Z, you do a vertical slash. So that's the difference. There's some other stuff, but that's the basic controls of which way you're swinging your sword. Unlike Skyward Sword, where you actually have to position your arm and swing at a certain direction. Oh! You just appeared out of nowhere? Oh god. Oh god. Draw distance. Yeah, that was a thing. It's pretty much non-existent now. It's the N64, first 3D game. Okay. Oh yeah, she's gonna say something. She's basically gonna tell you, like, about Z-tarding. Just hold down Z and your fairy will... or you will look in the direction where your fairy is. Pretty much any other Zelda game. Alright, so let's go inside the store. And right here, the Kokiri Shop. I always loved how the Kokiri were so short. Like, this guy has to jump up and down, just... oh, that's kind of cute. So there's some other stuff you can buy here, but, yeah, don't bother. Just don't bother. Just get the shield. And we got the Deku shield. Yay! Yeah, press R to use it and crouch to defend. No. And I believe there's a blue ruby over here. Yep. Okay. Okay, one thing that's I always found also really funny is this. You talk to this girl. She basically says, "This shop, it sells you things they can get in the forest for free. Tee-hee." Do you know how to use the Deku shield? Okay. I just wanted that first part. She basically says, like, oh yeah, the stuff outside is free, but you can buy it here. So I assume she's an employee, and he's the boss? But this is the worst employee ever. She's basically telling you, don't buy stuff here, just go out and get it for free. Worst employee ever. Come on. Okay. We got our sword, we got our shield, that's really all we need. Go ahead and equip it. Oh, there we go. Now we got our shield. Oh yeah, let's get it out. There we go. Sorry, you press R to use it. You hold down Z and you can move. Pretty useful. Alright. Mado, whatever your name is, let me in. If you want to see the great Deku Tree, you should at least equip the sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Midol, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of Soria and the great Deku Tree, huh? Well, I'm not a dick. Actually, I can't really talk, so maybe that has something to do with it. Alright. There should be a couple of enemies here. First enemies of the game. Here we go. So the thing about Navi is you can talk to her and she'll tell you the enemy name and she'll give you a little bit of hint on how to defeat it. These are pretty simple, so you horizontal slash it, you'll get a Deku stick. I believe if you vertical slash. Alright, that's a stab. Basically, you forward the analog stick while Z targeting, and you'll do a stab. Okay, maybe that's... okay, yeah, I think that's another enemy, but there's another item that you can get from those enemies.
Great Deku Tree, I'm back!
Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Midna, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land that causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Midna, the time has come for you to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Does thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, that's why I'm here. Then enter, brave Midna, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Midna. And Midna, when Navi speaks, use upper C to listen well to her words of wisdom. Well, speaking of the C-stick, I can go ahead and might as well equip this. So this is all your equipment. So we got a couple of Deku Sticks from the Deku Babas. And we can equip it with the C-stick. And fight it. Yeah! These are actually a lot more useful than people realize, and I'll get into why in a little bit. But let's enter. This is actually the first dungeon. Yeah, Skyward Sword. God, we didn't get to the first dungeon till, what, 3 hours in? But yeah, I've been recording for a little less than 20 minutes, and now we're already at the first dungeon. So it's pretty much a tutorial dungeon, though, so it's not too complicated. So, okay, this is where we're gonna get... Right? Okay, no. I swear to God, there's another item we get from these things. Oh, maybe okay, I think I horizontal slash them. Hang on. I think I'm supposed to... Hang on. No? Okay. Okay, Navi. Yeah, that's the thing about this game. Navi is gonna constantly nag you. And she's kind of gotten the reputation of being the most annoying character in video game history. Honestly, I don't think it's deserved. I think Navi kind of gets overplayed a bit. And honestly, I think Fi is like a million times worse. I will gladly take Navi over Fi. Only thing, Navi doesn't really have much of a personality.
Listen! Oh, look at the walls. The vine's growing and give a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Midna.
I could, but those, spider things will kill me. So, that's not a good idea. Okay, so I believe this is the map. Yep, the map. I probably don't need it. So the map's gonna appear on the bottom right. Oh yeah, something a little bit different from Skyward Sword is the map. Oh, thank you, Navi. You can open the door by standing in front of it and pressing the A button. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. So yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but it's context sensitive, so go in front of the door, open, and there you go. Okay. This enemy, a Deku Scrub, okay. Easiest enemy in the world. Just block it with your shield.
Owie, owie, forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, or if you hold circle, or the... I can't talk. If you hold that button forward, you will roll onto the ground and you land. You won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it'll work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Hee hee. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Wah ha 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 ha.
Weird laughs. Okay. So yeah, he just gave us a little clue. But look, there's a treasure chest right there. Let's go ahead and jump on here. Oh shit! Ah! What the? It just broke. Wasn't expecting that. Anyway, let's open this treasure chest, which is home to our very first dungeon item, which is a slingshot. Yay. Okay, I know. Yeah, you can't skip any of this. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is basically a tutorial dungeon, and I think the game does a good job of introducing the Zelda formula to newer players. It's kind of why Ocarina of Time kind of resonated so much with people. Anyway, so I went ahead and equipped the slingshot, and Navi's like, what the heck is that? Well, shoot it. The famous jingle. First time I heard, I think that's the first time so far we've heard that jingle. Basically means like, you did something right. Good job, Link. Oh, here we go, Deku Seeds. So yeah, that's what the other item I was looking for in the Deku Babas. They can also drop these. I don't know, I wasn't... Oh no, what? I'm sorry, Deku I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Those are Deku Seeds. Those are ammunition for your slingshot. You can't get those from the Deku Babas. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. It's, let's just say it's been a weird couple of weeks for me. Anyway, now that we got the slingshot, we can, kill these guys. Kill these guys, and these are Skulltulas. You guys remember those from Skyward Sword? They were much bigger and much more annoying. But one slingshot, and they'll go down. Okay, there's one up there. So yeah, just like Skyward Sword, you can aim your slingshot, or you can Z-target the enemy if you're close enough. Obviously, I'm not here, and I completely missed there. I don't know how. Anyway, he's dead. Oh yeah, I was gonna point something out about the map. So you might notice, if you played Skyward Sword, the map in that game acts as both the regular map and the compass. The compass will basically show you specific treasures that are in the dungeon. Here, however, it's separated. So the map will basically give you the layout, but the compass will show you where all the treasures are. So yeah, we got our first kind of puzzle right here. Just use the Deku Stick, and there you go. That'll open up the door, but there's a lot more to do here. I think we need to... Oh, no, we don't. I thought I needed the torch again, but I don't think I do. A little bit of time, just think. Okay, I hate you. So yeah, you can just die. Okay, I believe this is the compass. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. Alright, so now we got the compass. So, I should probably mention, this is not going to be a 100% run. So there are specific dungeons that, I'm probably going to miss the compass or the map, which honestly, I don't really need them. I've played this game enough times, I know exactly where I need to go. Okay, here's the item I was thinking about earlier, the Deku Nut. So if you use that item, there's a flash of light, and it'll blind some of your enemies. It's actually pretty useful. People tend to forget about it. Let me get rid of that Skulltula before I do anything. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, this is not... Oh, shoot. Oh, actually, yeah, I gotta... That's right. Hang on. Come on down. And jump! So that's a cool attack. That'll basically do double damage. You basically Z-target and press A. Okay, as I was saying, this is not going to be a 100% run. A, because of the map and the compass thing. I don't think it's really necessary to go out of your way to get the compass. And the second reason is these things. Let me go ahead and kill you. These are gold Skulltulas. These are basically your collectibles in the game. So in Skyward Sword, what did we have in Skyward Sword? The gratitude crystals. So we had that. There are 100 gold Skulltulas in the game. However, it's really not worth getting 100 of them. I say get half of them. Half of them is worth it, but after that, it's pretty stupid. And honestly, even though I love this game to death and I appreciate it, I really hate 100%ing this game. I absolutely despise 100%ing this game. And the gold Skulltulas is one of the reasons. There is another reason, which I'll point to when we get there. But yeah, this is not going to be 100%. This is basically going to be whatever I feel like it. I'll probably get 18 hearts at the end of it. Alright. So, let's jump. Yay! Suicide is great. No, it's not. Please, I was just kidding. Anyway, so now we're at the bottom half of the dungeon. Press that. And there's another gold Skulltula. So yeah, I will be getting the gold Skulltulas if I see them, but if I miss one, I missed one. Okay, another thing I should point out, if you roll just before a jump, you'll go a little bit further, so... Like that. There we go. That's our second one. That's great. I think this is just rupees, but might as well get it. Oh, it's a heart? Okay, that's even worse. Oh yeah, there's another gold Skulltula right there. I'm gonna get it. So right now, we're just collecting them. We're gonna find the people that want these gold Skulltulas, a little bit later. Alright, so another torch puzzle we need to do. We gotta go over there. Oh! Link. Seriously. Or, I'm sorry, Midna. I keep calling you Link when I named you Midna. Your name is Midna. It'll always be Midna. I don't care. Oh yeah, this Deku Baba's here is pretty much so you can get more sticks in case you run out, which you really shouldn't. There we go. That's how we got the Deku Nut. Oh well. Anyway, here's another Deku Scrub. Do. Okay. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? And now many of you younger folks know where that joke comes from. Okay, we're supposed to shoot that eyeball. Let me get... Here we go. I want to get some more Deku seeds. You know the saying, anytime you see an eyeball in Zelda, hit it with a sing shot. Again, this is a really good dungeon, like tutorial dungeon. Oh! After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there's some interesting things underwater. Yeah, this is actually a really good tutorial dungeon, I feel. Especially for someone, this was my very first Zelda game. It pretty much told me everything I knew about all the dungeons, like how they're laid out. Oh, and I totally missed. Oh, I missed. Alright, let's try again. There we go. The only thing about this dungeon that's... Well, the first few dungeons, that there aren't any keys. Which kind of... Well, when I was 8 years old when I first played this. It kind of threw me off when we get to the later dungeons. I'll explain why when we get there. Okay, another new thing in this game. Oh! First of all, you die. I could have just hit it with my sword, but... Oh well. Die. Yeah, gold Skulltulas, Okay, Navi, what do you got to say? Stand next to this block and hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing the analog stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Yeah, again, more context-sensitive stuff. Honestly, I really wish the original Link's Awakening had it. I'm not a big fan of the original Link's Awakening. It's because of the items. The fact that you have to constantly switch the items around. I do think the remake is much better, but we're not talking about that game. It's Ocarina of Time. And I got hit. There we are. Oh gee, 2 unlit torches? What are we supposed to do? And then plus a couple of Deku Babas are there too, so... There you go. Oh! Did not mean to hit that torch, even though I hate it. Alright, next room. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna... There you go. Okay, yeah. Another Deku Scrub there. that room we can't go into, and honestly, I'm probably not gonna go in that room ever, because, A, we can't have access to it, we have to backtrack to it later, and it's just a gold sculptula, and I'm like, yeah, that's one I'm gonna miss. Or there might be two in there. I know there's at least one. Anyway, we made it to the other side of our starting area. And more Deku Scrubs. And I don't know why I keep getting hit. Stop getting hit. I mean, it's been a while since I played this game, and I guess I kind of got used to Skyward Sword's kind of controls. Let me push the block. Oh, might notice I am playing this on my original cartridge, and the blocks here might be different from the design of the blocks are a little bit different than the later versions. This is something that is different from the later versions that Nintendo has changed for reasons. There's also quite a number of differences of the original game than compared to later versions. There is one major difference, which I will talk about when we get there. Anyway, loud up. Oh, I'm alive. Let me get some hearts. Link, come on, man. Okay, so this is that puzzle from earlier. 23 is number 1, so 2. Oh, screw you. I just want to kill you. I killed your brother, or actually no, you guys technically don't die. You just puss out a little bit. Okay, we're good. Oh, hey. Don't run away from me. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of our Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike at your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Well, thank you. You didn't have to tell me that. You could have just opened the door. I'm just saying. Alright, so now we're at the boss. Yeah, pretty short dungeon, actually. Much shorter than in Skyward Sword. Well, they're not all gonna be short. Actually, the next dungeon is fairly long. Oh, shoot! Oh, God! Let me out of here! Huh. This is weird. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, shoot! Yep. That's Goma. Goma has many different forms throughout the series. And this is still the creepiest, I feel. So yeah. When she's stunned. Okay, now we're gonna use the Deku Stick. But believe it or not, the Deku Stick does twice as much damage as your Kokiri Sword. I'm not kidding. Your Deku Stick does twice as much damage as your Kokiri Sword. What? Most people don't know that, but I find it pretty cool. So when she's up there, you can actually just slingshot her. Hurry up. The only thing is that your Deku Stick will break after you use it, so you have to use another one, and there you go. Easiest boss ever. I'm sorry, I had to be quiet for that jingle. That is still, to date, my favorite Zelda, defeating the boss theme ever. I love it. And I'm so glad it's in Majora's Mask. Anyway, you know the drill. Defeat a boss, get a heart container. And I was a total dummy when I first played the game. I actually had a potion, or maybe it was a fairy, and I, wanted to heal, because I took a few hits. I healed, and then I got the container, and then, your heart's been filled. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, I wasted a potion. Again, I was 8. I was dumb. It was my first Zelda game. Cut me some slack. I'm much better now.